is Larry with ManCave Mayhem. Today we are unboxing. What are we unboxing? This is my beautiful assistant. Slightly overfed, but he's beautiful nonetheless, right? There he is right there. What are we unboxing today? We got a windscreen, right? Behind us is this beautiful piece of British ingenuity. The Triumph Road, whatever. Speedmaster. 2008, right? Speedmaster. And we got a dart fly screen for the Speedmaster that we are going to install on this beautiful piece of equipment. And we're gonna take you along with that process. This man is a lot stronger than I am, so we are gonna let him unbox this because I don't really have the skills necessary to do such a feat. So here he goes. Doesn't even need a knife. What do you know? He needs a knife. I could have done it myself. Look at how pretty that box is. It's nice, isn't it?
It is nice.
Is it nice?
It is nice.
Supposedly this is specific for this bike. Oh, got some pretty stickers from Revzilla, right? We'll set aside. Show that windscreen. Let's get that thing up there. He's a little slow, folks, but I keep him around just because he's a part of the family, unfortunately. So that's going to be the fly screen. We got a clear one. We opted for a clear one. It goes over the headlight there, Rocket Man.
Is it?
Mm-hmm. There we go. So I guess it came with some hardware, right? We're going to get this thing started right now. We'll do a step-by-step, show you how it's done. If you haven't yet, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit that bell for notifications. Don't forget to check us out on Instagram at mancave_mayhem. Now on with video. Looks like we got some brackets here. We're gonna lay these out for you. Now these brackets supposedly are specific to this bike. We'll get all this plastic out of the way so you can kind of see what we got going on here. And the trash. So the kit comes with 2 brackets, a windscreen, and some hardware. All right, so we're gonna slightly loosen this bolt here. It looks like it's gonna be a 12mm. That's gonna be below the headlight that secures the headlight. So we're gonna get that loosened up. We're gonna probably try and get an idea where this headlight is positioned right now so we don't lose that mark. So when we get everything connected, that it will be in the proper angle and we don't have to readjust that for evening riding. What I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna take a Sharpie. I'm just gonna kind of mark, and hopefully this works. Yeah, I'm just kind of marking the angle where that light is so we know where to put it back. Hopefully that's lined up. I can't tell. Can you see if that's lined up?
It is.
It's crookedly lined up, but it's lined up good enough. 2 12mm wrenches. I got the ratchet ends on this thing, and we're gonna go ahead and loosen this up. All right, next step in the process is we've got 2 12mm bolts that are holding these wire cable retention springs or brackets or whatever you want to call it. So we're going to disconnect those. There's one on each side. Same thing, 12mm wrenches. Andrew and I are going to go at that and we'll take you to the next step. Okay, while Andrew's loosening that, I'm just going to show you where we're at with this. We got this headlight pushed out of the way so you can get to everything. And once this is off, then we're going to go to the next step. All right, so now we're going to put these brackets on underneath. They're gonna go loosely underneath this. I'm gonna put a little blue Loctite on it because it makes me feel warm and fuzzy. And then we're gonna loosely fit these so they move around so we can adjust them to the fly screen, I think is what they're getting at with this. So we'll get that started right now. Robust assistant, and when I mean robust, I mean robust, is snugging this up, but not super tight. We need to have it somewhat loose, although I think it needs to be tighter than he thinks. We're having a little argument here. Are you arguing with me?
Yeah.
He's arguing with me. But, you know, hey, that's part of it, right? So we're going to get this, like I said, snug, and then we'll move on to the next. The 12mm socket and extension, 3/8 drive. Now, we're getting this snug, but not super tight, because we're going to have to come in afterwards and snug it up, and we want to be able to center this up, okay? So now we've got this in, we're moving to the next step. All right, so we got these little grommets we're gonna fit to the windscreen that came in the kit. And the way it looks in the packaging, it looks like the thinner side of the grommet is gonna go to the inside of the windscreen. So we're gonna fit that and run the bolts through with the stainless washer. And by the way, these button head Allens are quite nice. They're well made and stainless. So the quality of this windscreen is pretty nice. It's a nice windscreen. So we're gonna go ahead and get that going, and we'll move on. Now that we got the grommets in, we're gonna go ahead and put these washers on these button head screws. This is a 4mm Allen key that you're gonna need for this, or Allen wrench or anything, you know, but 4mm. Let's get going. All right, now we're gonna take this and fit this windscreen onto here, like so. As you can see, this is well out of whack. So we move this in, and we move this in, and we're gonna get some adjustment out of this, obviously. My lavish assistant is gonna sit on the bike, and we're gonna check, and he's going to make sure that is centered on the bike the way he likes it. And we'll do that by, you can see how this is off right here on the headlight. And so we're gonna slightly adjust it over a little more, and we're gonna line it up with the headlight, make sure everything's centered up and the way you like it. And then we're gonna get everything snugged up, and we'll show you the finished product, but we're gonna actually get this light back out of the way and snug everything up. Make sure when not to forget to tighten your light up, tighten the bolts up in the back, and we'll give you the final look here in a minute, right, Andrew? Mm-hmm. Do you think maybe you could smile for the camera? I know it hurts your face, but we need that to happen. And see, right. You also want to kind of sit on the bike and center it up, line it up with the center bolt, visually get it lined up the way you like it, and then snug everything up. Right, Andrew? Yes, sir. All right, that's going to about do it for the installation of the Dart fly screen for the 2008 Triumph Speedmaster. Super sexy.
Get a view from on the bike.
I didn't mean
now,
that.
You're talking about me.
I meant this. Show you how she looks on the bike. There you go. Yeah, baby. Very simple install. You just have to be a little patient with lining it up. And the bottom wants to go a different way than the top. So that's usually what happens a lot of times, you know, especially with children like these guys. Anyhow, like I said, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and just remember, Andrew, what do we need to remember? We're just men in a cave causing mayhem. That sucked.